Hello everyone and welcome to a new season of URL-GT3 racing. We are here at the Algarve International Circuit for the season opener of URL-GT3 Season 3, and Florian Kutz took pole in his Camaro GT3 with a 144.3, just in front of Alex Scott and Robert Horvat. In the field also quite some newcomers. Gregory Olivier is one of those, together with Rob Cox, Lucas Muller, Ramin McGee, Fabrizio Micheli and Rvoje Dobrovic. So let's have a look at the start of the race and the highlights to see how all the new guys and all the regulars did. Here we are on the grid at the Algarve International Circuit. Florian Kutz is on pole on the left and everyone gets away cleanly. It seems Milo Liguori didn't have a great start, but Miguel has to take avoiding action there, going off the track, but for the rest it's quite clean coming into turn 3 now. Always very tricky here, the first lap. It's all getting very bunched up, a little bit of bumping there. I think it's Rvoje Dobrovic, the victim of that small tap, and spun him around. Gregory Olivier made it up to P3. Let's see if he can stay there. Into the hairpin then, hard braking. Everyone needs to try and keep it clean. Oh, it's getting very close. But everyone makes it through quite cleanly. Yes, indeed. Here's Fabio Bartolai, followed by his countryman Milo Liguori in the Lamborghini. Then it's Mihovil Markovic in the Nissan, followed by Lucas Muller, also in a Lamborghini, Rob Cox, Simon Fillingham, and so on and so on. So all 20 drivers in quite a scrappy first lap, as you can see here. Two cars doing synchronized sliding to Mercedes. Even I think, no, it's Greg Metcalf and Ramin McGee. They're making the same mistake. Let's see if they can crawl back up the field here, going into the last turn. Very fast right hand bend, very tricky to get the arrow set up right here for that turn, and yeah, the exit onto the big long straight. But it's Florian Kutz heading Robert Horvat and then Gregory Olivier in third to finish lap 1. Here's the rest of the field. Michal Klisch, Greg Metcalf indeed was involved in that incident, together with I think it's Ramin McGee, yes indeed. Mitchell Smith makes up the 20 drivers on the grid. Then it's getting very close here. Alex Scott making the pass on getting punted off there. Slight touch and he spears off the track, but it's still very close here. Milo Liguori behind Fabio Bartolai and then Gregory Olivier. And they're being followed by Mihovil Markovic also in the Nissan. Oh, Milo having a look, but he chooses against it. Might be a wise decision. It's an hour-long race with a pit stop, so don't make any stupid moves here in the opening few laps. The cars are looking great here at sunny Algarve. Oh, Fabio goes a bit wide. Can Milo take advantage? Can he take here the undercut? Put his nose on the inside. That will compromise Fabio's entry onto the last turn. I think Milo has got it. Yes, he does. Yep. Milo slots into P4, followed by Fabio Bartolai and Mihovil Markovic. But Fabio's not giving up that easily. BMW has some good straight line speed, goes for the inside, and oh, he goes wide, so he braked a bit too late and he will lose 2 positions. So Milo Liguori, then Mihovil Markovic, and then Fabio Bartolai in 4th, 5th and 6th. Here's the other BMW of Greg Metcalf following Michal Klisch and Rvoje Dobrovic. I think Michal will come into the screen. Yes, he's on the outside, and It's a very nice move around the outside there. Very brave in the Camaro. That's handling very well here on this circuit, proved by the two Camaros up front. And then here's Lucas Muller, one of the newcomers behind another newcomer, Ramin McGee in the Mercedes-Benz. Ramin goes for the inside line, but the Lambo has great speed on the straight. Can they keep it together? Oh, Lucas has to go wide, but seems he has the position. That will cost him one cut warning though. So drivers only get 5, and it's very, very strict here on this track. So here's Fabio Bartolai against Mihovil Markovic again, trying to get close to Manuel Liguori again, and he makes the pass, doesn't leave any room for Mihovil there, and makes the pass again. So then here, riding with Alex Scott in the Mercedes, that's Sando Donadel in front, with Rvoje Dobrovic right beside him. Sando lets these guys through, it seems. Can Alex make it 2 passes here before the line? Yes, he does. So got a bit of a scrappy first lap. Oh, it's Tony Ukic, I'm sorry, the Dobrovic's teammate. Alex got at a bit of a scrappy first lap, but he's crawling back up the field. The racing is very good always on this track, and Alex Scott got close afterwards to Fabrizio Michelli here in front in the Glickenhaus, Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus. A bit wide, left the gap wide open there for Alex, and he doesn't have to be asked twice. Very nice pass there indeed. Then here it's Greg Metcalf. Seeing the guys in front all go wide, that's Michal Klisch and Sando Donadel, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. And he says thank you very much, and he takes the position. Oh, there will be another pass here, so it's really a 5-way battle. Rob Cox on the inside, and getting it slowed down, making the pass on Michal Klisch. So very, very close racing there around the top 10 positions. And all the cars... Oh, that's Michal going for a bit of an opportunistic move and punting off Rob Cox, who can keep it on the track, luckily. So everyone can keep running. So Florian Kutz from Robert Horvat. Then Gregory Olivier, and he's being hunted down by Manuel Liguori for 3rd spot. Let's see if Mando can do it. Gregory moved back to the racing line. Goes a bit wide there. And onto the curbs. That's not the best place to brake, and he notices that. Goes way too deep into the corner, and that gives Manuel Liguori 3rd place just before the pit stops. Here riding again with Rob Cox, following Greg Metcalf. They had a good battle back and forth during the race. Can Rob make the pass here on the long straight? He seems to have quite a bit more speed than Greg. Now is to slot in behind and get up the inside. Oh, a bit of bump drafting even. Loses some speed when getting out of that slipstream, but Greg is quite cautious on the brakes and leaves Rob Cox getting past Simon Fillingham in the green. Ferrari was right behind him. So it's Florian Kutz, Robert Horvat, Milo Liguori is the top 3, then Gregory Olivier. He's being followed closely by Fabio Bartolai. Then behind those it's Miguel Santiago Carao a bit further back, heading into the pit stops. Then Alex Scott crawled back into P7, I think. Then Rob Cox also having a good race. Greg Metcalf not too far behind. Simon Fillingham then in the Ferrari. Tony Ukic in a heated battle there with Fabrizio Micheli. So they're enjoying themselves. Sando Donadel seem to be recovering from a slight off. Then Michal Klisch, Voje Dobrovic, Ramin McGee, one of the newcomers. He's still in contention there. Two guys just in front of him. Mihovil Markovic, he had some good pace, but he fell back due to cut warnings. And then as the last one, Peter Bacchus. So here we are again after the pit stops, going through turns 1, 2 and 3, and that's Rob Cox going past Simon Fillingham, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. And then there was a long battle in the second stint between Miguel Santiago Carao and Fabio Bartolai, which we're seeing here now. That's for P4. Gregory Olivier fell back during the pit stops. He lost some time there. So it's now Florian Kutz from Robert Horvat, then Mino Liguori, and then these two battling it out for P4. Can Miguel make the pass here, do the undercut if Fabio goes wide? But he doesn't. The BMW is handling very well here indeed. So it's BMW versus Audi. Oh, leaves a bit of room there, Fabio. Will it cost him? No, he can go back to the racing line and defend. Again, he goes a bit wide, so he's struggling with the tires, it seems. But still he keeps his car in front, and that will cost Miguel some aero grip. Let's see if he can get close and make the pass. Very long straight here, so the cars can really stretch their legs. Not a lot of draft there for Miguel, but he's in a good position now. Goes for the wide entry. Fabio leaves some space there on the apex, but keeps his car still in front. Now I think Miguel will have the best exit. Can he dive up the inside into the hairpin and get the car stopped in time? They're absolutely side by side. But Miguel gets the job done for P4, and Fabio back to P5. Then here's again one of the Mercedes, Alex Scott, following Fabrizio Micheli, and not too far back is another car, so he has to be careful not to lose too much time here if he wants to move on in the standings. Will he make the same move as Miguel? I think he will. If he gets it stopped. Good brakes on the Mercedes. And Fabrizio has to let Alex past. So that's the end of the race here. Florian Kutz will take the win here at Portimao in URL-GT3 in the Camaro, followed by Robert Horvat in another Camaro as well. Then in third position, not Michal Klisch, he's a lap down together with Voje Dobrovic, Fabrizio Micheli. Third place is Mino Liguori. Peter Bacchus is also one lap down. Miguel Santiago Carao is in P5, as we saw, just in front of Fabio Bartolai. And then the rest of the field, Fabio or Sando going wide a bit. The rest of the field finishing their last laps. And that's Alex Scott who crossed the finish line just in front of the leader. And let's have a look at the final standings. So Florian had an 8-second gap only to Robert over the 60-minute race distance, so that's not a lot. They were quicker than the whole field though, so good performance by the Camaro here at Algarve. Mino Liguori in third. Tony Ukic, Ramin McGee and Lucas Muller unfortunately didn't make it to the end of the race, but it was great racing here at Algarve, and we'll see you next race at Paul Ricard in France in 2 weeks time. So stay tuned and join us at unitedracersleague.com.